So today I'm going to talk about what are the industry sectors where quants can find opportunities. If you have quantitative finance skill, where you can work. So I'm going to talk about the different sectors where quants find opportunities to work at. Um, well, the biggest sector, of course, is the commercial banking sector. Right? There are many big banks such as RBS or HSBC, Morgan Stanley, UBS, and such banks that hire quant professionals in large number for varieties of activities. For example, for trading, quant trading activities, for research activities, for risk management activities, varieties of risk management activities. For example, credit risk model development, market risk model development, treasury model development, and so on. So they hire a large number of quant professionals. Perhaps the biggest sector for quant professional, which is the large commercial banks. Then you have consulting, another very big sector where quants find opportunities. Companies like Ernst& Young, KPMG, Deloitte, PwC, Oliver Wyman, Accenture, such companies, they hire large number of quantitative professional for consulting activities, and these professional work for the large commercial banks or the insurance companies or NBFC, such places, right? The career growth is actually very good in consulting for quant professionals. The salaries at the lower level is not that great, but the opportunity to grow is actually quite good, and that's another very good sector where quant professionals find opportunities. And then you have other industry sectors such as you have rating agencies, right? You can work at Standard and Poor or Moody's or Fitch. So in these places, there's a lot of quant activities they do. They have their rating department. There also they do a lot of quant activities, but they also have quantitative consulting departments. S&P has got quantitative consulting departments, so has Moody's and Fitch, and there you can work as a quant professional. You can also work as a quant in NBFC, non-banking financial corporations. So these are financial service company without a banking license, and there are many actually. Toyota Finance, for example, Bajaj Finance in India, Tata Capital, Ford Credit. There are many such non-banking financial organizations where you can work as a quant professional, primarily for risk management activity. They don't do much of trading, but they do a lot of quantitative risk management, and there you can work. Insurance companies, big insurance companies like AIG or Allianz or AXA, MetLife, Aviva, Prudential, these places you can find plenty of opportunity. There is a misconception that in insurance company you need to be an actuary in order to work as a quant. Actuaries find a lot of good opportunities in insurance company in actual specific roles, but it's not like every single quant who works in insurance is an actuary. There are many non-actuaries or people who do not have actual qualification. Even they work at these companies as quants. Trading firms, goes without saying, there are many quantitative trading companies in the world. Can name some of the popular ones such as Citadel or Two Sigma, Gen Street, IMC, Optiver. There are plenty of quant trading company nowadays in the US, also in the Europe, but also elsewhere in the world, like in Singapore, in India, in Australia. You can work there, right? Many quant trading companies do have the risk management department also. It's not like you just have to be a quant developer or quant researcher or quant trader, but you can also be a quant risk management professional at these trading firms. I know IMC, for example, is hiring a lot of quant risk management professionals who do not do the trading activity, but they do second line sort of risk management activities there. Then asset management firms like Blackrock and Robeco and Fidelity and Statesteet. So these companies, they hire a lot of quant professional for investment research, but also for risk management research. Um, as a quant, you can also work at fintech companies. Fintech is perhaps the biggest receiver of investment in the startup world, right? I think it's the biggest funded sector in my view. More recently, a lot of fintechs are using more advanced models to assess creditworthiness of customers, especially in the SME lending space. So, there are plenty of companies such as Stripe or Klarna or PayTM in India. You have Adyen in Europe, N26 in Germany. So in these companies, you can work as a quant professional. The unique thing about working as a quant in fintechs is that you are supposed to be an all-rounder. You need to be a product manager. You are a quant doing modeling and model risk management, but also you are a data scientist building solution on top of these models. That means you are the only one who is going to do end to end. Okay, unlike in commercial banks where you are just the modeler, you are responsible for building models, someone is going to do the implementation. Yeah, and there are different kinds of quants for different quant activities. That's not the case for fintechs, smaller organizations, so you have to do end to end, but that's also good for a learning opportunity point of view, right? You can also work in the IT firms. A lot of the IT outsourcing firms, so the TCS, Infosys, IBM, Capgemini, and TechM, these companies, they do hire a lot of quantitative professionals. They do consulting for a lot of banks and insurance companies, and hence they need quant professional to translate, the projects related to quantitative risk management or any software development happening in the quantitative area. They hire quant professional to work as business analyst there, and many of these companies are also engaged in model development for risk management. For instance, many Indian IT companies are doing model development for stress testing models for many US banks. So there also you can work, and they hire in large in number, and there's a misconception that they don't pay very well. At least in this particular area, they pay quite okay. Then you can also work in analytics consulting company. There are many specialized analytic consulting companies that do not do IT consulting but do more of data science analytics consulting. They do hire quants as well. Companies like Fractal or Mu Sigma or Irevna, Tiger Analytics. These are some of these companies. I think most of these are India-based company, but there are also specialized analytics companies in the US, in Europe, UK, everywhere. You can work there. You can also work in payment companies such as Amex and Mastercard and PayPal. These companies, they do a lot of quant activities. Also, even um, the new age tech driven payment companies like Wise or TransferWise, they also hire quant professionals. You can also work as a quant in many audit firms. Like, probably you're hearing for the first time, but audit firms do hire quant professional as well, and they hire also in large numbers in many countries. I know in UK and also in Europe, companies like Mazars and Grant Thomson, they do hire quant professional for audit activities related to IFRS 9 audit and all those activities, and they do auditing of a lot of the models in banks, insurance companies, non-banking financial organization, trading firms, asset management firms. So they do need people who understand quantitative topics. um, so yes, they do hire people. But beside these sectors, you can also work in not so conventional sector, such as you can work in the private equity also. Many private equity firms are also hiring quantitative people. You can also work in venture capital. A lot of the venture capital firms are also hiring quantitative people, especially if you have a asset management quant trading experience. After a while, you can move to private equity or VC area and work there. Yeah, sometimes they need quantitative people, and there you can find a lot of opportunities. You can also work in family offices. Many rich people nowadays, they have their own family offices for investment, and there they hire quants, or people having experience in quant investment. Right. And another sector where you can also work is the economic research sector. You have specialized economic research companies such as Oxford Economics, for example. Um, there also you can work. Actually, they do forecasting of macroeconomic variables, and as a quant, if you are interested in that sort of activity, and I think you can also work there. They use the time series kind of models to forecast economic variables, and there we can work as quant. So the opportunities are in many sectors. If you have qualification in quantitative finance, you have understanding of quantitative models, you understand some of the statistical model used in quantitative finance, you understand the stochastic calculus used in quantitative finance, you understand simulation optimizations, you understand the products, whether it's trading products or the lending products in the financial world, then you will have ample opportunities in many sectors. If you are interested to learn more about quantitative finance, I do have a course on quantitative finance. It's a beginner friendly but very comprehensive quantitative finance course for um, it's a course that will take probably about 4 to 5 months for you to finish. It's delivered in a hybrid way. That means I am also involved in teaching you, but at the same time, you yourself have to do go through the pre-recorded lectures. So that's a course that I have built, and if you are interested to enroll, please let me know. You can find my contact details in the description section, but also in the comment section. Thank you, and see you in another video. Thanks.